Hello everyone, Mark Herendowski. This is like my sixth or seventh time trying to get this video under 7 minutes, so I'm not even gonna bother with the stupid jokes. Okay, let's get started. All right. So my topic was how to put together a fashionable men's suit, and I have another monitor over here that shows me the points, which is why I'll look over here frequently. How or why did I choose the topic? The same weekend this topic was due, I also had a wedding. So the week before that wedding, I was putting together a suit and shirt and tie and all that. I got a suit, I got it tailored, I got a shirt and tie and all that. Um, and I got all the compliments on my outfit when it was all put together at the wedding. And I was explaining it to my girlfriend, and as I was explaining the steps I took to go over it, I stopped in the middle of this conversation and said, "Holy crap, I think I figured out my topic." And she looked at me like I was an idiot, and then I explained to her that it was for school. So yeah, I kind of just stumbled into the topic. Didn't even mean to. Just kind of happened, which was nice. Um, who's my target audience? My target audience is really any guy or girl, maybe, I don't know, but it's more for guys who want to stand out in a suit and up their suit game. Anyone can wear a suit, and people look good in suits, but this might make you stand out just a little bit. So it's just for guys or girls who want to stand out in a suit and look a little bit more fashionable. So, what is the purpose for the instructions? My purpose for these instructions was to give an easy to follow, step by step guide on how to make a fashionable suit that gave them the creative ability to tailor it to themselves. I didn't want it to be like step one here. Decide on a suit color. I didn't want to say pick a blue suit. Get a suit. I didn't want to say go to this store. 3, find a tailor. I want to say tailor it so it's super slim. But I wanted to give at least the groundwork for what to do and allow them to have the creative freedom to craft it to themselves. Yeah, so I wasn't making little clones of how I dress, but give them the freedom to pick their own colors and patterns and make it their own. So I give them the foundation, they build on it. That was really the concise version of that. How did I go about outlining my steps? I outline my steps exactly how I would go about putting together a suit. I started with the largest garment, so your suit, pant, and jacket, your shirt, your tie, your pocket square, so tie, pocket square, your shoes, because that's the next item that will be seen the most on the lower half of your suit, your socks, your belt, because that may not be seen very much depending how often you take off your jacket, and a tie clip for aesthetic purposes. So it was really about making a linear path of what's most important in terms of what's going to be seen and have the most color that requires matching, and then just working your way down to the small stuff. So, yeah. How'd I go about learning the WikiHow format? Clicked on every link that Corey sent, and if there were links within those links that I felt were helpful, I would click on those, and I read every single article and looked up some myself on how to do the advanced formatting, because that was a struggle. I didn't like the simple formatting. It was too constricted. So it allowed me to customize the structure to exactly how I wanted. How to go about incorporating graphics, pictures that are free of copyright. This one sucked. I had a lot of images on Google that I wanted to use, and they were all copyrighted. So people need to learn to share more. So I explored WikiHow and did a lot of Google research on how to find pictures that didn't have any copyright issues. And found a suggestion on WikiHow, I believe, about Flickr, because they have a lot of images you can use for that. And you were actually able to go on Flickr and filter your searches by their licensing. So it allowed me to find a bunch of pictures that were free to share in any format. and commercially or privately. So that was nice. What challenges did I face and how to overcome them? The biggest challenges, as I kind of touched on already, were writing the correct formatting and the licensing for the pictures. And I kind of explained how to do both of them. I guess I'll just talk more about how I overcame them. That was through just a lot of research and a lot of trial and error. I would do a lot of doing the formatting and doing the pictures in the correct spot and then previewing it. And if it didn't work, I'd go back and redo the formatting and preview. I did a lot of that before I got before I was ready to publish. So that was a lot of trial and error and just taking my time and trying to figure it out as it went. So got about 1 minute left here. After receiving feedback and reviewing the WikiHow revisions video, what revisions you make and why? I restructured my tips to be more of personal suggestions on what I would personally do. Like I said, I didn't want people to dress exactly how I told them to, but I also just gave little suggestions about how I would personally do it. So gather everything together at once, stick with a solid color suit, things like that. One specific issue or revision I need to do, Olivia Jansen pointed out that one of my tips seemed out of place. And when I went back and reviewed it, I totally agreed, and I moved it into the actual step it was referencing. And I think she was definitely right, and it worked out that I fixed it. And then the real major revision I had to do was all my pictures were either at the top or bottom of the steps, and there was no rhyme or reason why. So I went through and played with the link a little bit to get those all at the top of each step and including the step and not in a random section, which took a little bit of playing with the formatting. So that was another major one I had to do. And now, as you can kind of see as I scroll through, all the pictures are at the top of each step, and it looks much more clean. And then I also went through and just double checked on my instructions to make sure that they were grammatically correct and concise, no more than 3 or 4 lines, and then bullet points. So yeah, so that was the major revisions I did. I'm happy with how it turned out. I really hope that someone uses it, and it's helpful for them. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoys it, and I hope that it suits whoever reads it. That was my last stupid joke, and that will be all. So, thank you. Have a wonderful day.